Every kid in Peppa Pig seems to have a full family, except Suzy Sheep. We've seen her mom, her grandma, even cousins, but Daddy Sheep, he's never shown up, not once. It's like he doesn't exist. And yet, his absence is one of the strangest mysteries in the entire series. Why would the creators leave out a major parent character when every other friend in Peppa's world has both? Fans have come up with some truly wild theories to explain it, ranging from realistic possibilities to the downright bizarre. Some say he lives far away, others think he's already been in every episode without us realizing. And then there are darker theories that suggest something much more tragic. By the end of this video, you might never look at Suzy Sheep the same way again. 1. Living abroad theory. First theory feels the most realistic. Maybe Daddy Sheep simply works abroad. Fans often point to the episode Suzy Goes Away. In it, Suzy believes she's moving to another country because her mother got a new job. But before the move happens, Mummy Sheep loses that opportunity, and she looks genuinely disappointed. On the surface, it's just about her career. But what if there's more? What if that job wasn't just about money, but about reuniting with her husband? Imagine Daddy Sheep working overseas, maybe in the United States, sending money home while his family stays in England. When Mummy Sheep's job fell through, narrator theory she wasn't just sad about losing work, she was crushed because it has been with us since the very first episode. But if that's some true, fans believe Daddy Sheep still is secretly the narrator of Peppa Pig. Think about it, both are unseen, both know everything, and both hover over the story without ever appearing. The narrator always steps in to explain the obvious, like some mysterious figure watching the characters from above. Could this actually be Suzy's father? Maybe he became something more than just a parent. Maybe he's a magical presence in the show. After all, magic exists in Peppa Pig's world, with tooth fairies and Santa popping in. But if that's true, why would he watch over Peppa's life instead of his own daughter's? That eerie question is what makes this theory so unsettling. 3. Mr. Goat theory. Another theory suggests Daddy Sheep isn't missing at all. We've already met him. Fans point to Mr. Goat, a character from the episodes where Peppa's family visits Italy. At first, it sounds ridiculous. Couples in the show are always the same species. But sheep and goats are closely related in real life, and yes, they can even produce offspring together. Here's where it gets stranger. Mr. Goat has a daughter named Gabriella, about Suzy's age. Her mother? Never mentioned. If Mr. Goat and Mummy Sheep were once married, maybe Suzy and Gabriella are half-sisters. Or even twins, split between parents after a divorce. It would explain why Mummy Sheep returned to England, and why Peppa's family never seemed to know him. A simple background character, hiding the biggest secret. 4. Passed away or coma theory. But not every theory is lighthearted. Some fans think Daddy Sheep may have passed away. The fact that no one ever mentions him, not even once, could be the show's quiet way of avoiding a tragic subject. One subtle clue comes in the episode where Pedro Pony is in the hospital. Suzy confidently says sick people are just sleeping. To most, it sounds like a child's guess. But what if it's something her mother once told her about her own father? If Daddy Sheep died after falling ill, Mummy Sheep may have softened the truth by saying, he's just sleeping. An even sadder version suggests he didn't die at all, he slipped into a coma. This would explain Suzy's dream of becoming a nurse. Maybe, deep down, she's hoping to wake her father up someday. 5. Clone theory. Here's one of the strangest theories of all. If you look closely, there are no male sheep in Peppa Pig. None. Every sheep character is female. Mummy Sheep, Grandma Sheep, cousins, but no dads, no uncles, no brothers. So how was Suzy born? Some fans think she wasn't. They believe she was cloned. And it gets creepier when you realize the very first cloned animal in history was Dolly the sheep, created in the UK, the same country where Peppa Pig is set. Then there's Suzy's pajamas with the anchor symbol. Anchors are tied to Grandpa Rabbit, known for his strange inventions. Could he have been involved in creating Suzy? If that's true, she wouldn't just be a little girl without a dad. She'd be a science experiment in disguise. 6. Jail theory. Some theories are even darker. What if Daddy Sheep isn't missing because of magic or science, but because of crime? One explanation is that he's alive but serving time in prison. This would explain his complete absence and why Mummy Sheep appears to carry so much responsibility alone. It would also make sense of her interest in moving abroad. Maybe she wanted to escape the judgment of neighbors who knew what had happened. Of course, a children's show could never openly mention something like jail, but the absence of male sheep in the series might be a subtle way of showing the consequences of his actions. In this version of events, Mummy Sheep isn't just raising Suzy alone, she's also protecting her from a truth that would completely change how she sees her dad. 7. Missing sailor theory. Remember those anchor pajamas? Some fans think they're more than just a design choice. In Peppa Pig, anchors are always linked to the sea. Grandpa Pig and Grandpa Rabbit wear them because of their ties to sailing. So, why does Suzy, who has no known connection to the ocean, wear them? It could be a tribute to her father. Maybe Daddy Sheep was a sailor who disappeared at sea. Maybe he was lost in an accident. Or perhaps he lived as a pirate. Either way, the anchor symbol could be Suzy's way of staying close to a man she barely remembers. It's subtle, but once you notice it, it feels too intentional to ignore. A heartbreaking clue hiding in plain sight. 8. Divorce theory. And then there's the most realistic explanation of all. Maybe Daddy Sheep isn't gone forever. Maybe he and Mummy Sheep are just divorced. In real life, it's common. Families split, parents remarry, children live with one while visiting the other. But because Peppa Pig is aimed at very young children, the show avoids topics like divorce entirely. Instead, it simply leaves Daddy Sheep out of the picture. This theory doesn't require magic, tragedy, or secrets. It's the simplest answer, one that explains everything without adding drama. Mummy Sheep raises Suzy on her own, and Daddy Sheep quietly lives elsewhere. Sometimes the truth doesn't need to be shocking, just realistic. So what's the truth? Nobody knows for sure. Maybe Daddy Sheep is living abroad, sending money home. Maybe he's a hidden voice guiding every episode. Maybe he's Gabriella Goat's father. Or maybe he's simply gone, whether through illness, the sea, or something far darker. The mystery of Suzy's missing dad is one of those unanswered questions that makes Peppa Pig so strangely fascinating. It's a kids' show, but hidden underneath the cheerful surface are stories that feel deeper than they should. So, what do you think? Which theory makes the most sense? Do you believe Daddy Sheep will ever appear, or is he destined to remain a ghost in the background? Let us know your theory in the comments. And if you thought these theories were wild, just wait until you hear about the hidden secrets behind other Peppa Pig characters. From Mr. Potato's strange collapse to the dark side of Peppa's world at night, there's so much more that fans haven't covered. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next video, where we break down even more bizarre mysteries from Peppa Pig's universe. And if you enjoyed this one, share it with a friend who still thinks the show is just for kids, because once you hear these theories, you'll never see it the same way again. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the strangest mysteries hide in the most unexpected places.